Hi, Carol here from Thatirishschoolhouse. Welcome to my channel. Today we are in my husband's office and we are printing out our PDF. For those of you who don't know, the curriculum that I use is The Good and the Beautiful. I can get that as a hard copy and sent over from America, but the cheaper option, and it works well for me having sheets, is to buy the PDF and print it out myself. I have an Epson Eco Tank, so even the money that I pay for the ink and the pages is still actually cheaper than getting the things printed and shipped. So it is taking me a long time to do it. Usually it takes me about 6 hours to print and sort everything out. I worked on it 2 hours earlier, and I'm going to keep going now. I'm not going to print out the whole of the language arts course. We didn't enjoy the readers or the phonics cards last year, so we probably will stick to my own readers, my own supplementary readers for that. So I'm sure you don't really want to just sit there and watch me printing out stuff. But for the sake of sharing my life with you, and this is how I do it, and this is what I think works better for me and is cheaper, more cost effective. The course was, I got the PDFs I think for less than €50. It was $57, so I think it was maybe 40 something euros. It's well worth my while to do this. It is a little bit of a hindrance stacking paper and stuff like that, but I think that's just more laziness on my part than actually it being hard to do. The printing is fine. It's just, yeah, I don't want to be here putting in paper, but it's fine. It's not that difficult a job. So we're going to do it. We're going to get it done, and it is going to be wonderful. I want to be able to start whenever I want to. I have this idea in my mind. I don't know if anyone's watched or looked into Gather Round Homeschool. It's from Rebecca Spooner from Homeschool On, and she has these really cool unit studies. I do unit studies insofar as when we're doing something in history, I'll get like lots of different readers around it, but so that's how I do my own unit studies aside from the curriculum that I use. Rebecca Spooner's unit studies, I'm drawn to them, but one, they're super expensive. Two, I don't know if they will fit with my children's learning styles. Now I'm on a ramble. But there is, I think she does one around Christmas time, so I'm going to hopefully be on track with our regular homeschool so that we can take a few weeks off and try her Christmas unit study and see how it goes. I don't think I would be willing to commit to a whole year of unit studies. I think that would take away from the flexibility, and the things that I like about homeschool is being able to take time off when I want time off, where she seems to have hers pretty much structured month to month. So, you have a month to do a particular unit, and I don't like being told what to do. So if I'm like, I only want to work, or we only want to have homeschool for 2 weeks that month, are we going to have to double it up? And anyway, so that's the plan. The plan is to hopefully start in August so that we are able to take December off and do the Gather Round. And I know that nobody asked, and I know that nobody cares, but that's probably about as interesting as this video is going to get. Let's go.
So at this point, I was just bringing paper, turning on the computer, trying to attach the printer, and it just wasn't printing for some reason. I couldn't figure it out. I was turning it off, turning it back on again, cancelling anything that I've set to print. It just didn't make any sense.
Okay. So we might be at this a little bit longer than I thought. For some reason, it's not printing, and my husband is on a very important Zoom call, so I can't ask him to help me. So I'm gonna keep trying. And then if not, we'll come back another day. So this is a great idea. It seemed like a fantastic plan. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to stop filming for the moment, see if I can get things sorted, and then figure out what's going on.
Guys, the struggle is real. Like, that song, I Don't Need a Man, that is not correct. I definitely need a man to come and help me when I can't figure out how to do stuff like this. But anyway, so that was embarrassing. Got the printer sorted and started packing up my plastic pockets. And just because I know you all want to see it from another angle, here is me again. Packing up my plastic pockets while my stuff is printing. Yep, it really was this exciting.
Yay! So it took about a half an hour to print and pop them into Polly Pockets, the arts and crafts. It's only about 80 pages. I think most of the curriculums are about 300 pages, so it's going to take a bit longer to do the curriculums. The first 10 minutes I didn't realize I had overfilled the paper, so that's why I wasn't printing. So I'm not going to video me doing the rest. I'll just do snippets and stuff because I will not make you watch a 20-minute video of me doing 6 hours of work. So
Haha, just a 12-minute video. But it was so sweet to have the kids come and join me while it was taking me so long to print everything. They just colored on the desk.
all right, so day 2 of printing out curriculum, trying to get as much done as I can. Things are really busy with my husband, so I'm trying to keep the kids in the garden and away from him and trying to get this done too. I am eager to get this done because I have a project that I want to focus all my attention on during the summer, and also my husband has some time off, so I don't want to be spending, long hours in the office while my husband is off and missing all that precious time with him. So I'm just trying to get this done, and let's hope that this is more successful than the last time. I have been having trouble downloading one of the language arts, so let's see how we get on.
One thing I've got to say is that even though it was quite tedious, it was enjoyable to have the kids kind of pop in and out of the office and kind of keep me company as I was doing it. It kind of took away the monotony, and the printer was definitely going slower because it was colour pages rather than black and white.
So, I said everything that you needed to know, super concise, in a very funny and informative way, and it wasn't even recording. This is going to be the shortest outro ever. Okay, taking a long time, but it's a good printer, so I still recommend it. What else did I say? Oh yeah, I am going to do a curriculum flick through soon. I think maybe the last time it took 4 hours to print out. I've only been an hour and a half now. Probably, it's only just started, so maybe another hour. And then we're done. To be honest, this has probably been the best printing of curriculum that has ever happened. I got most of my stuff done last time. I just printed out a reader and the mini books for senior infants, and now I'm printing out the curriculum for second class. His reader is horrific. I looked at it. No, not going to do that. His phonics, no, not going to do that either. I have my own books inside that we're actually continuing to read over summertime. He's going to use as his reader instead, because if he's not interested, he just moans. I'm sure your kids are the same. If he's not interested, he just moans and moans. And to be honest, the boring stories are great when they're younger, but as they get older, like, he needs something interesting in order to keep engaged. So we have books. I'll show you when I'm going through curriculum and stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna stick with that. I am freaked out, a little bit overwhelmed, but excited when I am flicking through these courses. I don't remember feeling like this last year. Maybe I did. I did the kindergarten, which is senior infants course, with my eldest son a few years ago, and the one I printed out is vastly different to the one that I did before. Apparently it's supposed to be better, but it looks like a lot of work. This second class one, I mean, I obviously don't know what second class students learn, but it just looks a lot. I mean, I'm very, very glad because it's clear progression. I don't think I would have chosen that big of a leap. And if I need to slow down, I need to slow down, that's fine. Again, I'm glad that I'm printing it out now because the plan is to start in August. And if that means that we're August and then we finish kind of like June-ish, at least we have the extra 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, it's a lot. I see you again, and I hope that you have seen how easy, if boring, but how easy printing out your own curriculum is, and it saves so much money. For a while there, I think 2 years ago, I was thinking, you know, there was a lot of cutting with the mini books and with pre-K and K, there's a lot of cutting, and I was like, you know what, spend an extra €20 and I won't have to do that. But actually with the physical books you still have to do that anyway. So considering we did 2 levels of handwriting, 2 levels of language arts, and the typing and the arts and crafts, I saved a lot of money just by doing this. And yes, it takes a long time. It's not the most interesting thing, but it's doable. If I can do it, you can do it. Save your money and spend your money on your kids or yourself. Whatever keeps you sane right now.